Hello and welcome to part 3 of my Icecrown lore mastering. Today we're gonna try to complete at least 2 or 3 more lore mastering, and the next day we're gonna finish the lore master of Icecrown. So let's get into it. I've not done my auctions or anything like that, so all the prices will be not correct. Yesterday I couldn't stream because of a power loss. So let's also queue up for the Headless Horseman and continue with our quest.
I need to target something first. I am out of range.
Maybe we can find a treasure chest in this room. There's always a possibility of that. And there's always a possibility of finding rares. Some Serenite depot in there. We need to collect some more jagged crystals or shards. And we only obtain them through the spiked golems or golems goals. Is that rare by any chance? Patches. Never seen him before. It's also quite a while since I've been here. Hello, cool dude. How are you?
I must get closer.
5 more jagged crystals and 1 more blood orb.
Too far away.
There you go. Hello, Snowy's Gaming 7864. How are you today? Thank you for the sub.
I require a target.
Right. 2 more jagged shards. I'm alright. Yesterday I couldn't really play because there was they're working on the power, and I have a little issue with my second monitor, which is once the power shuts down, whether it's be a thunderstorm or whatever, it goes grey. But overall I'm generally just fine. Just trying to complete my lore mastering of Red the Lich King, so I can start lore mastering of the next expansion. Let me quickly rescan the auction house so I got more accurate pricing. So give me a moment. Thank you for the like. I'm just doing quickly an auction house scan so I get more accurate pricing. Saban Limbo 2885, thank you for that. My power's been going out a lot too, but it's the storms in the UK and nice. Yeah, I'm currently in Spain. I used to live in Holland, but then I could just play while there was a thunderstorm. There's no big deal, but when there's a thunderstorm now, my first monitor, my game monitor, totally fine. If it crashes, that's totally fine. The other monitor on my left, where I see you typing, not so good because that's an old monitor. Alright, let's deliver the quest. If you just have any questions about anything, just feel free to ask. We have to go to the southern part of Jimmerheim. Seems to be we're having 2 quests there. Yeah, we have 2 quests there. But the weather is now good in the UK, or is it still bad? Can I tame this one? I can. If you want to tame like this specific one, but you want to have it transparent, it is possible to get. But the only race that can get it is a Blood Elf. And you have to do the Heritage Armor quest once you're in the Sunwell, before the final part, final thing in the Heritage Armor quest. This one will walk there on the ramp going down, and that's a transparent, and you can tame him, and then all you have to do is redo the heritage stuff. Is it like flooding or anything like that? Is it that bad, or? When we have rain here, and it's very bad sometimes, it just flows down the mountain. And our road is slightly, just like 2 or 3 degrees down, and then we don't have that issue. Let's see if we get the mount now, because I'm trying to get mount. Thank you for the like and the sub. Yeah, we like, I live close to Valencia and Alicante, just between it, just in Costa Blanca, and it's like, how to say it, we don't really worry about it. That's how I'm gonna say it. We don't really worry about it. It will happen in the coastal areas that there's a lot of water, because all the water going from the mountains all the way to the bottom, and the bottom are the cities there, so that's a problem for them. But flooding, we don't really have issues. Just thunderstorming is a bit small, tiny issue. You cannot always count on power loss on that, basically, or power remaining, I mean. And the other thing is, like, I like it because when there's a thunderstorm, I'm always trying to capture it. And the last time I captured, not the last time, like 2 or 3 times ago, I captured a lightning strike going down, and then not even 2 minutes later, there was a report of a fire. Because I live in an area where tons of fires can happening every year. Well, not tons, but a lot of fires. Ah, Norwegian. That's nice. I like Norwegian. Norway. Is Oslo in Norway? I should know that, but is Oslo in Norway, or is that in well, that's in Norway, right? Oslo.
Blessings upon your family. May your days be long, your hardships few.
Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, my cousin, my big cousin, lives near Oslo. Wasn't there, like, you live now in the UK, or?
I cannot attack that target.
Yeah. Do you play this game by any chance? Because I wonder, if you ever do like old quest or something. I'm origin Holland. But I live in Spain now. But so if you play this game, I have this little small. It's a small tip. It's not large or big or anything like that. But oh, okay. Well, if you ever decide to play this game, don't play it because someone else want you to play it. Play it only if you really want to play it. That's how easy it is. A lot of people say, come play this game with me and everything like that. Don't. From my experience, all the games that I bought ended up by me leaving the game forever.
I need to target something first.
So just keep that in mind for any type of game. Don't play a game because a friend tell you, I want to play this game with you and we can play together, etc, etc. Only if you're absolutely sure about that. Boom. But that's my opinion on that, by the way. How do I help you? I cannot attack this guy, so... This is indeed World of Warcraft, yeah. Warcraft, yes, sorry. This is the retail version, and I technically have access to all the other versions. Once I just need to have the retail version, so I don't need to buy Classic, I don't need to buy Hardcore. I have access to everything on the one subscription. And I think that's where Blizzard stands out over to all other companies. They just have one sub for the entire game and all the sub games. And the price never changed. The price remained exactly on the same price as before. Like 12 euros. It never changed from that. I have to go down here. Yes. Thank you for the like, by the way. But I'm going here to the shop, yeah? So most games have something in the shop that is more like pay to win. I go here. This is game upgrades. It's just upgrades for base edition, special editions, blah blah blah. So you get more benefits, like this is base edition, you get 1 level 80 boost, some tokens, etc. The maximum one, the epic edition, generates you quite a lot of other stuff. Then for the rest, it's like mounts. So you can buy mounts, but yes, it looks cool. All of these things looks pretty cool and everything like that. But like, I would say all of these looks cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. Hello, cool dude. And you can buy certain transmogs, pets, toys, and servers. But once I go to my you cannot really see it. I have 449 mounts. I collected like 400 mounts in game, something like that. I got about 1050 total pets. I got toys, about 350 toys out of 956. So you can get lots and lots of everything in the game. This is just, from that job, is it just 1% or less? Yeah. On the other side, yes. There's something you can make a little advantage on, yeah? So, if I pay 20 euros, in this case I would get a current auction value token of 400k. But 400k is not much. You can easily get it yourself. So you shouldn't really worry about that. Hello, Philip Lechartir. Sorry for pronouncing your name slightly wrong. How are you? And also, 1 second. No worries, Snowy. I see you when I see you. That's how I always say it. I see you when I see you. I'm not sure if I need to wait. Killing 2 skirts with 1 skeleton. So what did it do? Let me reread the quest. Do I need to follow him? No, he disappears. Dark Rider ally, blah blah. The workers in the Fleshworks Abomination lab have already completed a number of their creations for now. For now, the creatures are chained to the pillars around the edge of the lab, but if we do not act, they will march with the Lich King's armies. Grasping arms reach out of the bone piles spread throughout the Fleshworks. These arms belong to skeleton enchanted with the power of fire. Find and free these skeletons. Patches is not a skeleton, right? Then take them near the completed abominations and watch the show. So I need to find skeleton bones, right? And not from the goals. Did I read that right? Not sure if I read that right. Grasping arms reach out of the bone piles throughout the Fleshworks. Where's the Fleshworks? That's outside, right? Let me go a bit outside and let's see if we can find some undead arms or bony arms sticking out of the ground that I can harvest, I think. Let's also look straight away in the cave if we can find some. So far I don't see anything like that. Alright, let's leave the cave and see if there are outside. It's not little holes over there. Let me see. So these are the piles of bones, yes? Here, we got a grasping arm, which is a green one. And how many do we need? We need 3, right? Oh, we can only have 1. Okay, so we go inside, I guess. You coming? So I hope it just teleports there or something. No? Bloody hell. Alright, let's go back outside again. Let's try this again. Thank you for the like. Just trying to figure out this quest over here. And there's some delay. Maybe that's the reason. My MS is 57, so that's fine. Shouldn't be that. My skeleton is gone too. Let's give that a new go. So we find an arm here on the right side. Let's kill this one. Loot the arm. Then we go inside the cave. Just not gonna push, we just... Don't tell me he stops again. A nice walking, that's good. We should drag him all the way down to... I think the pillar. Let me see if he gets triggered. So now we wait with him here, I guess. Alright. Grasping arm, reach out the bone pass, blah blah blah. Belong to a skeleton enchanted with power, so that's that. Find and free the skeletons and then take them near the completed and watch a show. So we do not have to hit that, I guess. So we take him here. No? Okay. Let's go to the chained guy and let's see if we need to press him. See if that does any change. It's just calling up the doctor. Why this one is highlighted? Grasping arms reach out of the bone piles. Spread. We done that. Blah blah blah. Find and blah blah. Then take them near the completed abominations and watch the show near the completed. But the only completed one is the patches. So why it doesn't work? What am I doing wrong? I'm just gonna follow patches. Maybe it does do anything different. It just disappears. What do I need to do different? I assumed it's somewhere here, so standing there doesn't do anything. Are these nearly completed? Just hanging body parts. So they are far from completed. So it's definitely not that. It does say I have to go here for some reason. Let's collect this thing one more time. Just opens it, but it just doesn't do anything. Maybe they need to go in the fight and then I need to put them to the top or something. So the doctor is away. Let them fight for a moment and then we head back in there. Okay, they're fighting. Do your thing. Alright, this is not... I just don't get what I have to do here. Just don't get it. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly check that on the internet, see what's the problem, what I'm doing wrong, because I don't want to get stuck too long in there. Killing 2. Let's quickly check the video. Okay, he collects. Alright. Okay. Hey.
I cannot attack that.
Okay, I think because it shows on the internet that you just literally have to do they're outside, they're not inside. Even the quest says they're inside. So it should say they are inside. It's as simple as that. But yeah, let's go outside again then, and then we're gonna use the hands again. So we're probably gonna find the hands here on the left side. No hands on the left side, okay, no worries. Let's look for a different pile of bones. Let's see. There's one over here. So technically, if I'm gonna use this one and then go to one of the... Wait. The guy in the video showed that he was going to somewhere here. Yeah, I might need to not skip videos. Give me another second. Let's not skip that. Alright, he got the bone. There's another level down there. Okay. So there's another level down here. There are, I think, the constructs. Alright, there we go. But sometimes you just need to ignore certain things, and then everything comes to its path, to the correct way, I think. Alright, and then we need one more. We can close the other page. We need one more hand. Alright, that's the final hint. Now let's go down and complete that quest. Sometimes the quest is not related to what's on the map, as I learned in that other way. Alright, now I complete that. And let's quickly loot this guy. And fly back to the quest giver. Alright. Now we just need to collect pieces of body parts
I require a target.
from our targets of the undead. We only need the torso and the right arm currently.
A target.
And now we just need the right arm and we complete it.
Have a target.
I guess like one more big guy.
I need to target something.
Nah. Just need one more then. There we go. And let's deliver. He is gone to pieces. There we go. Where did we go to? Putting Olakin back together again. Crusader Olakin, blah blah, revived. Obtain a spool of thread and the doctor's cleaver. Then take them to the sanctum of reanimation slab and use... What? The sanctum of reanimation. I have no idea what it is. And use the remainings blah blah to reanimate the Crusader. Alright, we cannot afford to waste any time putting Olakin together. Fortunately, the Scourge has provided the perfect place for you to stitch him back together. Near the Fleshworks Flesh Giant Lab is the Sanctum of Reanimation. Search the area for a spool of thread and the Doctor's cleaver. Then take Olakin's remains to the large slab in the middle of the sanctum to get it to work. So I assume we need to enter that cave again. It does make more sense to me, at least. Alright, we need to find the cleaver and the thread. So that's the cleaver, and now we need to find the spool of thread. Spool of thread is in this little room over here. We didn't check if I got the mount, by the way. Let's give that a check. In 3, 2, 1. No mount. Alright. Let's obtain the cleaver and then try to assemble him.
I must get closer.
There we go. Sanctum of Reanimation. Sanctum. I'm in the location, but is it this place? Standing near the... I need the slab. Is it this empty one? No. Ah, it's the big guy, big thing over there. All right.
Cannot attack that target.
All right. No big deal. Let's just run back up. There we go. And now use it over here. So now we recreated a Draenei, I think. Interesting, from large giant body parts to a Draenei that's like 3 times smaller. Too bad there's no vocals in there.
Too far away.
I wish they have added that. Alright. Let's deliver that. I like how the world changes when you cannot see it. Let's see. The Flesh Giant Champion, Moribus, Moridus, yeah, Moridus. I said it right.
I cannot attack that.
Alright, let's kill it. Oh, we have the Lich King. That's the third time I encountered him. The first time I encountered him was in Zuldrak. I think the second time I encountered him... Actually, was it Stormpeaks then? Then this is the fourth time, but I think it was the third time. I think I didn't... Did you die in hardcore? On level 20, that's not good. What class were you? Don't tell me you were a warrior, were you? I still should play it. Oh, bloody hell. Let's just grab the quest. Still need to play the hardcore version. But it will come when it will come. There's no rush to that. Just need to see if none of the enemies are getting triggered by this escort. But Frago, what class were you?
I require a target.
Where do I have to deliver him to? It's not that far. These two guys are too worried in fighting. Just like literally press a little button on it. Or a mark. So these will still keep fighting everything in its path. We shouldn't really worry about anything now, so we can let them just free walk without an issue. I will say the undeads are also the undead horses, but they are not. They're just our side. I still don't get it. Why are the Yabban Blade using those mounts? It's just always a question to me. I think all I had to do is deliver him here. Then we completed that quest. Do I have to deliver him all the way down? To the Arch and Paladin? No. Should be finished over here, because that's where the circle is. And the circle on the big map. No, it does show a circle on the big map. Alright, that's done. Let's deliver both quests. Well, not both, because one is on the airship, which is probably going to take quite some time till we get there. Teaching the meaning of fear. So now we need to find. So I think we've done all the other ones now, because there were some that we're not able to complete. The reason why I check multiple times the map is because I need to see where is the actual ship. Alright, the ship is here on the right side. The larger version of the mount that I'm riding on now. This is a BlizzCon mount, so I know. I'm playing 2017 BlizzCon mount. Yeah, BlizzCon mount. Come on, let me talk to you.
Be good. Off with you.
Alright, I've done all these quests here. I need more quests. So let's open all the things which is here in the bottom. So these are parts from the achievements. Coordinates 44, 24, 5. So let's do way 40, 24, 5. I think it was 24, 5. No. Wait, is my add-on turned off? It is. Alright, let's do new way 44, 24.5. Let's see if we obtain a quest from him. $200 meters. So, oh, not 200 meters, 1000 meters. $600. $500. $300. Is It's in the same location where we started before. I mean, it could be right. But they'll grant me dailies. So it's not there.
I do not have a target.
It's item tournament. And it's all arts and tournament, right? Yeah. What does it say here? They are pre-request quests that must be accepted or completed before this one may be obtained. Okay. So it seems to be that we need to complete 12 more quests. I think. This is all Shadowfold. Skybreaker. The Shadowfold. I don't know. Alt right click. The following quests need completed before able to complete the quest. Yeah. I don't know how to complete that quest then. Let's go to this one. Right click. Doesn't make sense. Do I have to do the dailies in order to complete it or something? Because it's not definitely not there. Let's try a different one. They're pre-quest, party, and gifts. So right click. It's the same quest.
I need to target something first.
Skybreaker. We didn't obtain a quest at Skybreaker. Also Skybreaker. Death Rise. I know with death prices. Hmm. We don't need the quest anyway. Still Skybreaker. Oh ho ho. Why do you get always stuck with these quests? They get it bitten in the house, really. I hate this when this happens. And let's go to the bottom quest then. Deliver the on-site griffin to Usually Death Pillar in Death Rise. It's empty too. I think we should start from the top. Maybe we need to complete the quests that are not obtainable yet or something. Like maybe we just should check the entire area request. I don't want to do the dailies, but there's also a chance that the dailies locked it down. I fly to the Argent tournaments. The Trial of the Crusader. We're almost there. Sure, now I done the bottom. And we should have the Argents, Argent tournaments right here. See if there's a regular quest. There's not. There's no quest over here. Rich Serenite Depot. Alright. We need to grab something to eat. But let's first fly to the Vanguard camp. Probably there's no new quest over there, but we can always give it a shot. Maybe we get some quest from Dalaran. Alright, let's get down there, and I'm gonna quickly grab something to eat. I'll be right back. No quest here either. There's probably a lot more gold coming in. Just showed 16 gold, but I think there's more. I've no idea what I was looking for in the marketplace. Alright, I'll be right back. 1-2 minutes. Minutes. Alright, be right back. Alright, back. I need to find quests. Do I got the quest in Dalaran that provide me maybe with quest for Icecrown? Enter the Forge of Souls from the Icecrown site. No. Go check Dalaran, but I don't think there will be anything in Dalaran. can check the ship. And we can check the other structures around the Icecrown. Hello Hassan Tattoo, how are you today? Let's quickly check through the entire ship. Maybe we find some quest over there. I'm fine, but just I'm a little bit stuck. My progress is stuck. I need to find the quest, but there's no quest, which is a kind of an issue. But I need a quest. Alright, let's check Ymerheim. Probably there's not a quest here either, but I don't think there's any quest here. We can of course do the Forge of Soul quest and then maybe we get anything, but I don't think that will solve the problem. Just don't know. Okay, that's a way up to something. We're gonna check that in a moment. We need to complete certain quests before we can continue somewhere, but is there any quest in here? No, there's only elites. We didn't care about those elites yet. Check the Fleshworks. We done the Fleshworks was last. Let's just grab this rich Serenite as well. Normally skipping all the Serenite, but just for the sake of it. Current price of the Serenite is 8 gold. The titanium is now 60 gold, and the ore, which I haven't looted yet, I don't know. Nothing up there. Yeah, what? I'll do a little fly over to Loquanak. It's color basin, since we're there anyway. Let's just do a quick fly through and then check the little building here on the left side, Jotunheim. Maybe we find quest at Jotunheim. Alright, where am I? Lokunahak. Let's go to our first point, because we're ending on the northern part, which we can go straight away to the Icecrown again. It's Monday, so I can start doing Ulduar and Icecrown Citadel. But I'm gonna save that for slightly a bit later. Let's first make that little round. It's kind of crazy that Cobalt ores are worth more than the rest. Not familiar. Just thinking for a moment he was there, but it was a Serenite Depot. 2 more places and then back to Icecrown. Probably a hunter is camping over him. I'm not gonna camp companion pets, but I'm occasionally checking when I'm in the area nearby. So when I'm next to the border, for example, and then I can go like, I can check if he's there. And if he's there, I can just tame him. So that will be a win-win. Alright, not at this location. Let's check the final location and then head back into Icecrown. There's a hunter waiting. Let's pretend I'm gonna tame him right now. Most of those people that are camping it are like high geared people. And rarely they're low geared. But this seems to be quite decent geared. Bah. No.
Negative.
The guy tells me, "Shoes you away, be gone, past." Just give me a moment just to annoy him slightly a bit more. And that's special.
Fight well. Mwah. Most appreciated.
Apparently there was another guy. I just greeted him, made a little fun of them, and then we said ourselves farewell. I'm not enough of a dick to do that, to just annoy the person in there. Alright, let's see if we can find treasure. Let's see if we can find a quest in Jotunheim. I mean, you would say that you would get quests right away, but I mean, on the other side, Icecrown is the final product. So in terms of, it does make sense that you do not get a quest, I think. Let's check the Onslaught Harbor. I assume it's still part of Icecrown. I assume. But I could be wrong. Or it's a whole different continent. It's quite impressive place. Seems to be there are no other quests. Wish this was an entire faction as well. Like a faction you could be doing reputation for or something like that. Alright, let's check Jotunheim or Deathrise. Let's check Deathrise first. Maybe find something at Deathrise. Deathrise is I think above here. Do we have a quest? We do have a quest at Deathrise. Finally, we have something.
You need something. We are done here.
Alright. There's some dailies here. We're not gonna do dailies.
Speak your peace.
Sell trash. And do a repair.
There's work to be done.
So now we go to the onslaught. Wait. So blood in the water. This is part of that quest. Let's how did I do that again? No. Yes. Blood in the water. Blood in the water, blood in the water, blood in the water. Yeah. I'm not sure if it's part of the Icecrown achievement, but maybe it progresses us in completing more. Alright, blood collected from ravenous jaws. I think those are the sharks.
It is not ready yet.
Will be insane if we can tame aquatics. But I highly doubt that we can tame aquatics, but it will be cool. It's still a dream of like that you can tame proto dragons and what's it called? Wait, what? Dark water clam, 78 gold? Wow.
I am out of range.
What makes it
Too far
78
away.
gold? What can be in there? I do not see what's the possibilities of dropping stuff in there, but I do see it's quite a chunky gold. If I find the location for it to farm these things, I mean, you can generate quite a chunk of gold there. So if you only collect like 10 of them, you already collected 780 gold. It's pretty huge. Alright, we need to collect 5 more blood from Revenue's jaws. Similar to the shark jaws. The only difference is this one is an hammerhead white shark.
I require a target.
So they just want, I think Jaws is part of the actual Jaws, and then the Ravenous is just an added name with a different combination of how it looks like. But I don't know. It's just a small Terry. Alright, we need to collect 2 more of those sharkies.
I am out of range.
One more. Not a dark water clam. I think the rarity makes him so pricey. I think that's the cost. Alright, let's deliver this quest, or the quest, it's not those quests, it's just one quest. I think all these blue ones are actually dailies. I think.
Do not have a target.
Yes.
Please get a following up quest. Thank you. Alright, Onslaught Griffin delivered to Uso Defkala. Where's Uso Defkala?
What? Leave me be.
Uso Defkala. Onslaught. Okay, so I need to go. That's a very outdated Dread Wind, whatever. Alright, let's collect a Onslaught Griffin. We might just need to steal one, or do we need to kill it from someone? Alright. Is it speed? No. Let's fly back to the Death Rise, if I'm correct. Death Rise, yes. That's where we're gonna deliver the Onslaught Griffin, or a Red War Griffin, or however you want to pronounce it. But we're gonna deliver it right over there. And as I see, my XP is 315,780 out of 317,430. We're almost leveling up. Alright, we need to deliver it at Usu Defkala. There we go.
I be listening. For now, ashes to ashes.
Call a bone griffin to serve as your flying mounts. So are we gonna level up soon? We might. Oh. Took quite a chunk of damage there. Oh, that does massive damage. Doesn't cost me that much either. Cooldown is pretty low. It's the Plague Strike. Very strong one. Alright, come on, get 2 at once. Alright, let's complete it. Alright. That quest is cool. Wait, I was doing it daily? No way. Ay. Alright, I don't want to do daily. But I'm afraid that I have to do at some point those dailies in order to progress. We done all the other areas, so let's just try one more time in Jotunheim, and then we going back to the Shadow Vault. If we do not obtain any new quests, I will do the Icecrown Citadel on Heroic, just in case I can obtain the Lich King mount, which I probably most likely not get, but always worth a shot. If we don't try it, we don't get it for sure. Alright, no quest over here. Just flying over the Shadow Vault. That's rich titanium, rich, I don't know if there's actually rich titanium. Alright. Let's fly to the Icecrown Citadel. I can check technically over here still. It's pretty pointless, but I can do it. It doesn't solve our issue that we cannot find the remaining quest of the Icecrown Citadel. I mean the Icecrown area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check one more time the ship. I go fly over Joegamevideos. Maybe fly to Mord Ardetta. So nothing on the ship. Let's fly to the structure in front of him, which I most likely forgot the name of. Joegamevideos. Nothing here. Mord Ardetta. And then we go into the Icecrown Citadel. But we can also just start doing that dungeon. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Yeah, let's fly next to Icecrown Citadel. So wait. Icecrown is the final area where you quest. So if you cannot find any quest, that means that we need to obtain those quests from a different zone, I would say. So the dungeon quest will not provide me. I think the dungeon quest will not provide me with the quest I need. So I'm gonna go into the Icecrown Citadel. What's up, big dog? How's the day doing? Hello, Goosey Games. The issue I have right now, the day is doing great. It's totally fine. The issue now is I cannot find any quest in Icecrown, which is a little issue because I need to complete 5 more storylines. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going into Icecrown Citadel doing the boss on Heroic. I'm gonna go to Old War doing the boss on the Heroic. And then for the tomorrow's stream, I change it to Scholar Basin or Scholar Basin. or to the other ones, so maybe I need to obtain quest from other areas that leads to the Icecrown, since the Icecrown is the final map actually. I didn't realize that. Let's quickly empty my inventory. And yes, for the Alliance, of course. Despite I mained Horde for a very long time. That's not a joke. But I am fine with both factions nowadays. The only exception is I do not play a Blood Elf or a Horde Paladin or a Alliance Shaman. That are my only exceptions. Overall, I'm fine with most of it. Everything is sold there, so I just need more space in my inventory before I go in there. Let's sell our BOEs, trash. Let's vendor the remaining foods, scrolls, bind on pickup items. I think that will do. So how are you, Goosey Games? You doing alright? Rate difficulty on heroic. Alright, let's go inside the Icecrown Citadel for the final boss. We do have a quest inside the Icecrown Citadel. Maybe that's the missing quest? Choose your path. I don't know if that's the missing. Wait. Oh, you do get 200 bloody gold from this. Oh, it costs 200 gold. I just spent 200 gold to change the ring, I guess. Alright, let's push through the instance to the final boss so fast as I can. Well, not actually push, just go there and do my thing. Hopefully loot the remaining data, or I mean the remaining items that we still need from the entire raid. But most of all, let's hope the invincible drops. The crazy part is I was in the stormpeaks and I never ever, next to Timeless, I've seen the Timeless twice. I got the Timeless mount, got him from the drop, but I never ever, like literally never ever, since I got the game since 2005, when the Red Lich King got out, I never seen this Drake, the Piragosa. Never ever seen it. And in my stream, it happened to me that he spawned Piragosa. Never seen him. So who knows, maybe the Lich King will drop today, maybe Lich King will drop next week. Because next week is probably our last time that we are in the Red Lich King for a very, very long time. Because after that we head to Cataclysm. Because I think that's the next expansion. Shite. Stupid slow. That's the next expansion if I'm correct. Once we done the Loremaster of yeah, Cataclysm. So once we done the Red Lich King Loremaster, we're going to Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, Legion, Battle of Azeroth, Shadowlands, and Dragonflight, and then on the end, the War Within. And probably maybe even hit midnight by then. Or before that. But most of the time I'm just doing the raids and dungeons on the end of after doing all the what's it called? Loremaster quest. But I know this Red Lich King gonna take 3 or 4 weeks to complete, probably 3 weeks. With my current amount of stream time, I need to remember I need to go left instead of the right. But that means that I can do those raids like 3 times or something, so that's good. 3 chances on obtaining the amount. Oh, look at that. That's my mounts. The exact replica, just mine is a bit more golden. And I have side guns. These things have cannons. Oh wait, the side guns are there as well on the bottom. You see? Mine is like a mini-me. Alright, let's start this little fight. Let's talk to Muradin Bronzebeard and let's fire up our power of the cannon. Probably we don't even need it, but I like to do the big blast. I enjoy the big blast. Big blast is always fun on the battleship. And I think we once we will hit level 80 before 1 second. It should be that blast in that last moment should be enough. But I think I'm gonna hit level 80 just before I think before Dragonflight even. But we have quite a lot of raids to do as well, so hopefully I am able to most likely kill them, of course, because that's very important. Alright, let's wait for our little dwarf guy and let him send to Sour Fang. Meanwhile, we can vendor our goods, since we're not really needing them. Alright, you two go fight.
Let's get a move on then. Move out.
For every horde soldier that you killed, for every alliance dog that fell, the Lich King's armies grew. Even now, the Valkyr work to raise your fallen.
There's quite a lot of items I did not obtain yet. Apparently I didn't obtain the headpiece. I think last time I learned them, did I? Seems to that I didn't. Oh wait, they're related to the mark. Still don't get how much of a difference the mark is to the original armor. I gotta find out. Alright, the treasure chest should be on the left or the right. The alliance is also on the right side. Alright. Nothing new. We do get a lot of these marks. We may be gonna save those marks for later. Normally I just vendor them, but if I need it for the transmog completion for that set, I'm just gonna attempt it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna vendor them. But yeah, it does say on all the things that, like from Lord Marrowgar we completed everything. Lady Death Whisper complete anything. The Icecrown gunship got everything, but Deathbringer Sour Fang we got only 7 out of 12. So we didn't complete all of them. I think these leapers gonna die in a moment. Yeah. Let's see if we can get one of those ribbons again. Not from him today. We're gonna check him once we killed Fester good. I think this is Fester. Yeah, this is Fester. From Fester we own all the items. Rotface we own all the items. The Professor Putricide we own all the items. The Blood Prince Council we own all the items. The Blood Queen Luna Fell we own all the items. In the Frostwing Halls it says 32. Okay, that makes sense. So at Felitra Dreamwalker, which is the dragon you need to heal, thankfully we got all the items from that. Sindragosa we got all the items except of the Lich King. We still need the invincible reins, so we still need that, which is gonna be interesting, and hopefully it will drop. Let's see. So let's see. We're gonna unmark that. So there's still the protector marks we can get, and we need a music roll. Where do we get the last music roll? I think we need to kill him on normal. Let's trigger this thingy. I don't mind to run it again on normal, but I'm not gonna do that now. But
I'm proud of my king.
it is needed for the jukebox. But we're not focusing on all those things right now. In general, we're just gonna go for the mounts, of course. That's the most important right now. What's this secret? Naughty secrets from the Icecrown Citadel. Left click, but I cannot. There's a secret that I cannot see. Alright, all the things is done with that case. Oh, we have a selfie to do. What is it? Selfie with the Lich King or something? Let's see. Selfie. Selfie. Let's see. Selfie. Dragon all. Alright, I need to see that one. The field photographer. Fields photographer. No. This one. Track. I want to see all of them. Ah, there you go. I need to scroll. The Shaper, Deathwing Fall, Wintercrest, blah blah blah, Throne of the Elements, Mount Garden, blah blah blah. Throne of Kill Yedan, Stormwind City. So there, I think this is part the Light's Hope Chapel. Wormrest Temple. They're all mixed up. Why is it always mixed up? Ah, yeah. So I think I need to capture the Light Hope's chapel, but ay ay ay. I don't know. The Lights Hope Chapel. Is that in the Icecrown? I know the portal is that. I mean, we can technically try it. It's not a big loss to not try it. So, sell the camera, MK2. So we are in the spire. Let's just quickly do the bosses, and once we're done with the bosses, we can actually see the teleportation thing. I think the Light Chapel is in the Eastern Plague Lands. I think that's the one. All right. Raw rage, pure rage. Almost there. I mean, we don't need a rage, it's just for free bloodlust. It's a pretty silly thing, because the moment you reach to the boss, it just disappears anyway. So you cannot really use it against the boss, but I mean, you already one-shot them. Alright, we almost done. Just need to kill them. Most likely the other ones will not do anything else. Alright. Some of the items are... They say it's a bind on equip, but then they give a price to it and I just don't get it. It's kind of weird sometimes. They put a price on it like it's worth on the auction house, but then apparently it's like a vendor price. I mean, 16 gold is not much. But we'll never know. I mean, like, okay, we got here. Maybe it's just thinking, it's like 15 or 16 gold, so it's worthwhile to announce it to your screen. I don't know. Alright, let's do the most annoying part in this raid, which is the green section. Always call it the healing dragon part. I know there's Cindergosa and everything like that too. But this part is quite annoying. Because if you try to skip it and you miss one target, you need to do everything again. Which is quite annoying. And you need to wait till everything is being reset. So it's a little thing you have to remember while doing this place. Do not push this part, because it will reset and you will have to do this all over again, which is quite annoying. Once I already said before, it's bloody quite annoying. What I still really hope that at some point we are able to get, even if it's from a shop, I don't care if this is from a shop, but if we get the armor of, like, for example, this silver Sister Svalna. I mean, get her armor with those bloody amazing wings. I mean, that would be looking so cool transmog wise. We won't get it, but I wish we do. Alright, let's head to Cindergosa, because we're gonna skip Valitria Dreamwalker. We are going straight away to Cindergosa. Because I'm not a healer, I'm not gonna do it, and it's a lot of portal stuff doing. I'm not a fan of that. We can actually just jump down, I guess. We don't have to, but we could technically just jump down. Alright, let's go to the final room. If you are a skinner, This room can potentially make you quite a chunk of gold, because the Nerubians that are spawning here do, once skinned, can drop Arctic fur, which sells for I think like 80-90 gold each. And they also have the chitin, something, I don't know how to pronounce it in English, but that sells for about 25 gold or 30 gold each. So you harvest only the big ones, the small ones you can just ignore. But it's just a small little tip. And you can rinse and repeat this room, do this over and over. But it's entirely up to you. There's other places where you can farm lots of those chitin stuff, which is like going to the dungeons, the undead kingdom, I believe. Let me see. Let's go to Red Village King, so you can go to Ankahet, the old kingdom for that, or to Azul Nerub. Those two dungeons provide you with quite a lot of Nerubians that you can harvest for their skins. And also in the area before that you have quite a lot of them. Alright, let's go to the final pre-boss before we're going to kill the Lich King. And after that we will probably head to Ulduar, just to try to obtain Mimi's head. I always called him Mimi's head. So let's hope it drops. And also I have to go to the Utgarden Pinnacle, which I believe has on the heroic version the dragon as a drop from the second boss or the first boss. I think it was from the first boss. Which is, let's see, we have the Utgarden Pinnacle on heroic, and Svala, no. Okay, we need to kill Skadi the Ruthless for that. And then we still have to go to... let me see quickly. I think we have to go to the Eye. What do you mean with 3.3.5 realm, if I may ask? We still have to go to the Eye of Eternity to obtain the Azure Drake, which will be obtainable from normal and heroic, from Melagos. I mean 10 men normal or 25 men, it doesn't matter. Let's see, what mounts do we got more? Are there any mounts? On Nexia Lair we already have the Ruby Sanctum. Nope. At the Vault of Acheron we still need to obtain the Grand Black War Mammoth on normal. It doesn't matter which version on normal. And for the rest we got all these mounts. The Upper Spire. Let's go to the Upper Spire. But grass face it. What is the 3.3.5 realm? Is that a private server? So I'm playing retail, just to let you know. Thank you for the sub, by the way, whoever did that. Let's do the vinyl boss. Let's go to him. I still don't get why. Like, why is he waiting here? Why is he waiting there? The Lich King is just sitting there. He's just waiting there. He's way stronger than the Lich King, as we can see quite a lot with getting himself out of the ice, and no other hero can technically do it. Why? And he got bloody Ashbringer on him, so he can technically destroy the Lich King. Yet he's waiting for us to help him. Doesn't quite make sense to me. Alright, let's let him charge in for a moment. Let's just do this little bomber on him. Let's see if it just one-shots him. I'm not sure if it's one-shots him, but...
So be it. Champions, attack!
Come on. No, it's not one-shotting him, so I have to help him. Totally fine, totally fine. Nothing to worry about it. We can do without anyway. Alright. Let's wait until his entire prologue part. I will have to skip the cinematic sadly enough, because the last time I shared the Invincible cinematic, I had a copyright strike because of the music. Normally I upload sometimes cinematics and everything from the game itself, but this one apparently has a copyrighted strike on it, sadly enough, or copyrighted claim, not a strike but a claim, which is kind of stupid because I own the game, and then technically all the people that have the streaming or whatever on that or video should be getting the claims too, but whoever, I don't know. It's also kind of weird because it says 17 out of 36 not completed, but maybe that's all the other armor sets, because you can technically use certain armor pieces if you do own them from a different raid. Like over here you have the leggings of the Wayward Vanquisher, used to create a classic class set item appropriate for your loot specialization. The classes Rogue, Death Knight, Mage and Druid, which I'm not, but the item is a Warbound item, which I can put on my Warbound chest, and then my other characters can use it from the chest. Hello, Project Evil Cheese 4298. Thank you for the like. We still have to do all the war, and Woodgarden Pinnacle and the Eye. Alright, like I said, no Invincible. I'm gonna wait till this cinematic pops up, then we're gonna skip it to avoid that copyright claim. Alright, let's go to the Old War. I'm so much used to it that it doesn't drop. That I know, it doesn't matter that it drops or not. Let's go to Ulduar, and I think we have to empty our inventory a bit more again. And this time we need to drop quite a chunk of stuff out of my bank. Let's also should I do that? I'm just gonna sell those things, I think. Let me quickly go inside, see if those things actually unlock transmog for me. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna vendor them. So we should go here to the right side. This should be the vendors. Right over there. So we got the hunter from the Talon Moonstrike, which is this one. Buy. So the weird part is this is heroic, yeah. The protector mark of the protector mark. So if I'm gonna buy these armor pieces, okay, these things are unlocked. So I'm gonna buy this one, this one, this one, this one, This one, why it's not being added?
Till next we meet.
And this one.
Good luck.
So, what's the difference? Sancti, sync. Sync. It's not even listed here. It's added to my thing, but it's not even listed here. It's an armor set. So technically I got all the armor pieces, but it's collected to the normal pieces or something. Which I don't get. That doesn't matter, I'm just, whatever. Let's vendor all the other items right now. I don't want to make too much time on that. No, we're not gonna sell that yet. Gonna skip the armor sets for now. Could sell all of these things over here. Yeah. Nope. Nope. I think that will do. Let's just vendor the greens as well. I don't care about those greens now. That will be added to my edit pile. Let's destroy some toothpicks because we really need some space. I think we need to drop out some masks as well, and then we head to, well, we just gonna fly to Ulduar because we're gonna do it on the go. Got quite some companion pets. Let's mark Ulduar. There we go. So that's our target. I'm just gonna auto fly to it, and I'm gonna yeet some stuff out of my inventory. Some Zarakuru, blah blah, in the Grizzly Hills. What was that? Grizzly Hills. Blah blah. Offering Drakir. Use the Drakir spirit dust on it. Blah blah blah. I think I don't need the mojos anymore, so I can just literally destroy them. I mean, I don't believe that is 250 gold each, but I can try actually just try to put it in the auction house. Let's delete the I don't know what to delete actually. The Sun Fury Signance, I don't need that. The Sanguine Hibiscus. Have a treasure chest. We still have to do Maggie's delivery. With a lot of trick of treats, candy. Let's destroy that herb thingy. Alright, I think it's quite enough space. Thank you for the like. We're almost at Ulduar. Let's make sure we put it on 25 men. Doesn't matter. I think heroic, it automatically turns to heroic, but we're gonna find out inside the instance. And my water is empty, which is kinda not good. But wait, is something linked on my map now? No. Why does it say 1 out of 1? 0 out of 1, the Skybreaker. Contains the Skybreaker. It does tell me I have a quest over there. So let's do all the war. Fly back. See if it provides me with a quest. If it does, I got a quest. I can continue with Icecrown. If it doesn't, yeah, well, then it doesn't, of course. Let's see. 25 men normal. Everything's set correctly. Let's activate the secondary defense system or mechanism, and then we're just gonna run. There's a little small tip if you want to know. If you are playing retail WoW and you are on the latest expansion, the War Within, go to the dungeon tab, go to the Operation Floodgate. It doesn't matter if you get normal, heroic or mythic. This trinket is very useful when you're in an area like this raid, for example. You do not have to do anything. So the item you need is from Giza Zap. I made a video a while ago about it. It drops on normal, heroic, and I don't know why normal is 5 epic, but okay. Normal, heroic and mythic, and it's the item called the Giga Zap Cap, which is every 6 seconds zap your target and one nearby enemy for 65,000 nature damage. This is the mythical version, doesn't matter which one. And then casting 30 spells, turbocharging you for 15 seconds. The secondary part, don't care, but the first part is nice. So technically, if I had the item, you cannot see that they're targeting me, but you see this little circle around them. Probably not gonna pop in. So this one is now the little red one. This one, I didn't even target him, it's target. So that trinket will target that target, and it automatically kill them, which is good. So you don't have to do anything. The moment you reaching Razor Scale, which is the next boss there to the right side, the flying proto dragon, you don't even need to do all the harpoons. You don't need to wait for all the harpoons, because it auto targets you, or in some cases you want to target him, but you don't have to do anything. It just kills him straight away. You don't have to do any of the harpoons. So it's very nice trinket when you're having access to the War Within retail. So I strongly suggest you get that trinket if you do. There's a lot of fights you can use this, and you do not have to really do anything, because they target you once you're engaged with them. So you should never worry about it. So let's see if I can get rid of this spider. Yeah. Alright. Let's see all the things. The zone drop. Alright, we got Flame, Leviathan. We have all the equipment except of a couple of things, I think. No, we didn't collect all the things. Alright, let's do Ignis the Furnace Master, which we need 3 more items from. We need the rifle of the Plantium Guards. We're in combat. Why are we in combat? Maybe the spider still tries to kill us. So we need a rifle of the Platinum Guard. We need the embraces of the Vibrant Flame. And we need the wrist guard of the Fire Tender. Can I see it now? Alright, this is the rifle. Looks pretty cool with the electric stuff. The other ones are 2 wrist guards. They're less likely. Nice. Alright, we didn't get it from Ignis. Thank you for the like. I really appreciate that. And now we heading for Razor Skill, which is very useful if you do own that trinket. I do not own that trinket. I am gonna actually wondering if I can queue for it. I can't. Despite you can get it in normal, but I think I need to be level 80 for that. On the Razor Skill, we're missing only one item, which is the... I don't know which it is. What item do we miss? The Serenite Mesh Leg Guards. So remember what I said, if you own that trinket, all of these harpoons and this entire fight you can completely ignore. Now I have to do all this, because now technically it targets me already. So then one beam of lightning goes up there, kills him, done. Now I have to wait till the harpoons are all fixed, which is gonna take about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5, I don't know. Alright, just gonna wait it. Unless I can reach it with anything. But I don't think I have anything that's range in that... any range ability of that. Maybe a druid can hit him with a moonfire thing. Maybe there's a certain item that can bless me in the sky and then hit him. I haven't checked those items yet. There are items that can bless you in the sky, but the only issue with that is most likely you cannot do that in other locations that where the item came from. Like the one from the helm, the toy helm. I believe it's a toy. Let's see, Hellfire. No, it's not looking like that. So there's a little mask you can generally get, I think from Hellfire Venezuela. Spaceship mask. And that spaceship mask do let you fly in the sky. I think it was from that place. I'm not sure, but I think it was. Alright, let's do the harpoons in a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1. Boom, boom, boom. And the final one. There we go. And we did collect a... We did collect something that we didn't own, which is the guiding star. Which one is that actually? The guiding star. We collected the mate. Fun? Yeah. Alright, I'm back. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. My dad's required the keys of my car. Alright, let's kill the next boss. XT002, the Deconstructor. Let's see. We needed one more item from them. Well, actually, we needed quite a lot of items from him. The Heartbreaker defeat the X2 Deconstructor in Ulduar after destroying his heart. which is not gonna happen, so we missed out a lot of equipment that we normally would get. I should think about that before I'm doing that. We still can obtain a plasma voil dagger and the quartz studded harness. So let's give that a go. And we don't own both of them. Alright, let's enter the antechamber of Ulduar. Let's go around him, I guess. Yep. Can do that. I like the music in this zone. Alright, so same for the trinket from before. This boss, I can just go AFK, it kills everything. Now I have to do this, and then I have to go for the second one, and the final one. With the trinket, I do not have to do that. Alright, we unlocked the Rapture, I think, weapon? Not that bad. Is there any other treasure chests? No, there's not. Oh, we have that disc over there. Yeah. So the disc, I think, is related to the Archivum data disc. So we're gonna deliver that quest as well straight away. So hopefully we'll not picking up new ones, because we already completed it then. Prospector Lauren at the Archivum in Ulduar wants you to locate the entrance of the Celestial Planetarium. Oh, that's the one with the disc, where the disc coming from, right?
Access to the Archivum granted. Intrusion protection mechanisms suspended.
Might need to grab some water before I'm entering the next room, because I am starting to dry up in my throat. So once I reach the planetarium, I will quickly grab some water in real life. Takes 20-30 seconds or something in that range. Alright, we are at the chamber. Let's open it. Do we have to wait for a quest? I'm gonna grab some water, then I'm walking back to the Lady Lauren, Prospector Lauren. Maybe we need to kill the boss after it, so give me a moment. I'm just gonna grab some water, and I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
We did it, lads. We got here before Algalon's arrival. Maybe we can rig the systems to interfere with his analysis.
Translocation complete. Commencing planetary analysis of Azeroth. Stand back, mortals. I'm not here to fight you. It is in the universe's best interest to re-originate this planet should my analysis find systemic corruption. Do not interfere.
I'll head back to the Archivum and see if I can jam his signal. I might be able to buy us some.
Alright, I'm back. Let's walk back to the Prospector Lauren. In some occasions I wish I was a warrior because of Heroic Leap. Would be cool if we can morph some classes in a new remix. Like, I mean, it will be even cooler if you get a remix of Red of the Lich King. I would like to play Red of the Lich King remix or Red of the Lich King. Wait, no, that's even better. Outlands remix, the Burning Crusade remix, because then they gonna implant special nether dragons with armor for you to get in remix. That would be looking so bloody awesome. I think the nether drake is the most used drake for special dragons. I mean, like, I think, I'm not sure, but I think.
Request denied. Access requires manual verification of 4Watchers' sigils.
Alright, we gotta make some moving forward and backward, but I think we can complete this quest, and then the next time we enter this place we can do this again. I think they, like they did with the latest raid, I think, the Mana Forge Omega, you obtain that mount. Where is it? Is that special mount that looks so bloody awesome? Is that only from Mythic or something? The Unbound Star Eater. So this is basically a reskin of a Nether Dragon. And it's pretty cool that it's in the game, because if it's on Mythic, that means probably in Midnight you can farm it your own. I mean, that looks so gorgeous. I'm far from it to get it, but oh my god, I wish I ever obtain it. Some point. Some point before I die in real life. But that's most likely unlikely. I think I die first in real life before I'm obtaining that mount.
I am out of range.
Your actions are illogical. All possible results for this encounter have been calculated.
Yeah.
Pantheon will receive the observer's message
Alright, we need to obtain all the sigils from Memarian, Thorium, Odir, and Freya.
so vast as to be immeasurable, incomprehensible even to your greatest minds.
This is just so cool how they made this boss.
Target something first.
I really like how they made this entire boss. It's just so amazing. Alright, enough about this. We unlocked the Zodiac Dream Leggings. Let's see how they look like. Not that extremely bad. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's also not that bad.
Entire planetary systems born and raised in the time that it takes your mortal hearts to beat once. Yet all throughout.
Alright, let's go for the first boss. First boss of this wing, actually. There's a lot of more bosses, and we've done already a couple bosses, but... Yeah, you're dead. You're dead like a rock. Actually, we are actually walking over someone's body. It's a bit insane. We still have about 98 inventory slots, so that's good. We're good to go for that. Shall we kill Freya Aurea first? Then we don't need to do it later. Let's kill her with a scream.
I lack the strength to transmit the signal. You must hurry. Find a place
He's still talking to me. Allegan, the observer.
I know just the place. Will you be alright?
I'm already at the next boss. Oh yeah. There's another thing. If you're Skinner, if you're in this wing, this is a very nice wing to do. There's a possible chance that you can farm it by resetting the dungeon once you reach this area. Go here. So get those worms. You're just gonna wait. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So you get 8 of these worms, and those worms grant you the, I think the called the name of that species. I just need to find, I cannot find them. I cannot target them. Anyway, you need to find those worms and you get the skins of those worms. And they sell for about like, I think like 25 to 30 gold each. They call it the winter Jurmungar. So the Jurmungar skulls, they sell for quite a chunk of gold. And you can find quite a lot of those piles over there. So you technically generate about 700-800 gold there. It's a good amount of gold, I would say. Alright, let's do a little paint that. So we can loot the treasure chest. Let's hold this sickle. Well, let's get the bonus chest as well, or the other one was the bonus chest. The ominous pile of snow and some ruined orb. Let's go for the next boss, which is the electric one, which is actually Mimirian's head. But where do we have to deliver the other quest? Let's go to, we have to deliver it back to the lady. So let's do the entire session over here and then go back to the lady, deliver all the quest, and I think that's what we should do, deliver all the quests, or we're gonna move on.
Too far away.
I remember you in the mountains. But you, what is this?
Thorin, my lord, why else would these invaders have come into your sanctum but to slay you? They must be stopped.
Ay. Thank you for the like. Really appreciate that. That's more than I had before. Of course, it's more than I had before, but it's more than most of my streams, at least. Alright, let's go for Thorium. I think we can just throw a grenade to him. That does enough damage.
You dare challenge me?
Apparently I don't do enough damage to kill him, but
I will crush you myself.
Impossible. Lord Thorin, I will bring your foes a frigid death.
alright, let's paint that. There we go. And loot both of the treasure chests.
Behind all the evil that has befallen Ulduar.
So now we obtain those tier set items we can just put on our warbound bank.
And now it falls to you
And
to avenge us
our other characters can now make use of it.
great. I will lend you
So that's always good and
you
smart, I think, to do. Alright, let's go to the next one, which is the green area. We're gonna deliver the quest on a later stage once we reaching this instance again, because in 2 days everything resets. And I think we will be done within, I think by Friday we probably done the entire Loremaster of Wrath of the Lich King, which we're gonna do in the entire weekend, probably all the dungeons and raids. As you can see, my minimap is filled with a lot of herbs. I can generate about 1,000 gold in this room if I want to harvest all the herbs. I can prove it if you want, but I don't think it's really necessary. Alright, let's loot everything. And let's loot both of the treasure chests. Alright, and then we're going to Mimerian's Head or Sigil. We're gonna do the hard mode by pressing the button. Like all the herbs are here. Lich Bloom, we got some Telandrous Rose, Gold Clover, Heatherstone. I think we had, where's the other one? Lich Bloom, did I say that already? I'm not sure. Maybe they don't have it right now today. No, I don't see it now today. But there's also a possibility to obtain Frost Lotus, which is about 14 gold each. Alright, we're heading to the final boss of this quarter before we go into the final 2 bosses of this raid instance. And after that we will head to the Garden Pinnacle, I think. Or we're gonna check one more NPC first before we go there, because it's gonna provide us either the item that we need, or the quest we need, or it's not gonna provide us anything. But after it does what it does or it doesn't, we will head to Utgarden Pinnacle to kill the 3rd boss, Scaldi, if I'm correct by the name. And try to get the blue proto-dragon, which I still miss. Alright, let's await the tram or the rocket bore drill thingy. Wish we could see this tram going through the mountains. Sadly enough, we will never ever seen anything of that anyway. Alright. When is the next time walk actually again? We have Remix Legion. Hello ends over here as well. So wait, is it already ending then? Oh no, it's in a week it's ending, which is not good because I still don't have the mount. And apparently you can only do that once a day, which is kinda sad. But we still have the Dark Moon Affair. Time walking. Wednesday. Next Wednesday we have time walking. That's good. Alright, let's press this button we do not need to press.
Sequence initiated.
Now
This
why
barrier
would you
will
go and do
self-destruct
something
in
like
10
that?
minutes.
Didn't you see the sign that said do not push this button? How will
I like his voice.
with the self-destruct mechanism active?
But either way, if he's gonna self-destruct, he's gonna die either way. So it doesn't really matter if you press it or not.
Positively marvelous results. Hull integrity 98%.
I'm probably gonna kill the head if I'm correct.
Moving right along.
Or are we gonna kill the middle body or something? Oh, that's what it is. So that little thing above is like a can opener. And that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Behold, the VX-001.
So this is the helm, right?
Now assault
Or is this the... No, this is the body.
This area
We
will
still have to do the helm.
9 minutes.
But I didn't know this top part was a can opener.
Thank you, friends. Your efforts have yielded some fantastic
It's
results.
pretty cool.
Where did I put... Oh, no, there it is.
And the final... The head is right there. I never really checked that. That's pretty cool.
Isn't it beautiful? I call it
And I think the inscriptions are
command unit.
very old. That's for sure. Alright, should be almost done.
Preliminary testing phase complete. Now comes
Let's assemble all together and let's kill him at once.
This area will
gaze
self-destruct
upon its
in 8
magnificence.
minutes.
Bask in its glorious glory.
I cannot attack that.
Doop. Boom. Everything dies.
Sequence terminated. Override code
There we go.
A905.
The treasure chest must be behind them, or... Yeah, there's one. There's two of them. Good.
I allowed my mind to be corrupted by that fiend in the prison.
And we unlocked one glove piece, I see. The temperate mercury greaves. Sorry. What are these? Oh, those are the boots. Are they plate? They're mail items. Oh my god. Which set is this then? So if this drops, the ancient gate of the keepers unlocks. One second. No, that's the wrong one. Why I teleported the wrong one? Where am I? Should I just deliver? Screw it. I'm just gonna deliver the quest. Maybe we're gonna end quest or whatever. But anyway, adventure guide, raids, Wrath of the Lich King, Ulduar. I want to know what armor set that is. So we killed Mimerian. We obtained the boots. Alright, so we need to find some leggings or another piece of armor. We got a chest guard. Okay, yeah, that suits it. Thankfully we own that. Let's go to thorium. Let's go to shoulder pads. That's not the same shoulder pads. That's not good. It isn't. It is the right waist. We thankfully got that too. Let's go to Hodir. The wrist probably is the correct one. Let's go to our area or something. How you pronounce it. It's not those shoulders over here either. It are these shoulders. Okay. We own that too. That's good. Let's go to Kologan. We have leggings. That's the wrong leggings. The assembly of iron. Those are the three little bosses. Head item doesn't fit. The shoulder we can ignore. We need some leggings. The deconstructor. The heads. It's not the same. Chest piece. Gloves. I think this is the most closest to that. We own that too. Let's check by razor scale. The legs, not the right legs. This is the right legs. We own that too. Okay, we just need a helm. So Ignis It's not the right helm because it needs to be yellow. This one can work. General Vesox doesn't drop the helm, and Yogi doesn't drop the helm. So we basically need a different helm, and I think for the rest everything else looks pretty workable. Alright. I think I can make a transmog from that. I think I'm gonna combine the head and the set with let's go to heads. Let's filter to collected. I think I can put the set with not that because it needs to be yellow. I don't have that much of transmog stuff either, but I try with what I have. I mean, this is yellow, it's just not dark enough. This could work generally when I put my eyes to yellow, maybe. This could work because they're yellow, but they're not the same color. So I need this one of these helms, but then with yellow in there, which I don't have. But I will check it on a later point.
How are you?
Let's deliver the quest.
Keep your feet on the ground. Safe
Get about
travels. See you soon.
160 gold from this.
See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground. Safe travels.
Huh, funny.
See you soon.
Oh, we already completed, so it just completes it. Okay, thank you. Wait. We got the Heroic Celestial Planetarium key. What can we do with that? And we have the Belt of the Titans. The Heroic Celestial... There's no heroic version in Ulduar, right? I'm gonna look up that for a bit later. So I'm gonna post it right here. Let's put the gloves right there. I don't think I got other tier armor pieces right now. Alright, this is another companion pet, so let's put those companion pets to a single pile. Also, let's teleport. Well, we don't need to teleport. I need to watch out when I'm walking here, because most of the time I just don't check it and I just yeet off while I'm doing other stuff like this. Alright. We can do the final boss. Which I still wonder, how do you access this gate? I mean, yeah, it's not a gate you can access, but everything else has an access point. Why this one doesn't? What is behind this door? Every door has an opening except that one. Maybe it's because this should be linked to it. With those sad looking caterpillar on both sides. Alright, let's go for the final boss then. We need to... Do we need to kill him? We're just gonna kill him anyway. Go to the giant gate. Oh, it's nice effect how it closes or opens. Little artwork over here. Very nice artwork. Really nice. Poseidon. Why is Poseidon here? I have no idea who that is. And I have no clue why there are two babies that look like... I don't know what they are. And then this one is Shatrat. I wish we could ever see, like, how this happened. Will there be a trailer from that? How did all of this broke apart? I wonder what the story is behind that. How can General Vesex be below here in Ulduar? And also, this is showing lights. What is above here? What's above this construction? We see some of the old gods on the paintings and everything like that, but there are also two different ones, because this one had red eyes and this one had green eyes. And then those had blue eyes. Oh well, it's just me wandering about. Just ignore that. Alright, we unlocked the Boots of the Forgotten Depths, which look like very basic, nothing interest. Let's try and hope to... let's try and hope to get the mount. So I'm just going in the water. Gonna try to trigger some mist in the area, so we can speed up the progress a bit. There's one. Come on, get out of this. 2, 3. I think this one should be enough. Yeah, this is enough. We just need 4. Then we're just gonna kill the tentacles. Let's get our companion pet out, and let's not put it into passive. And then the portals will spawn in a moment. Right now, let's enter the portal. I think it was kill those guys over there.
Bad news, sire.
Tremble, mortals, before the coming of the end.
We will lose some sanity.
Clans are united under
I
black
need
hands.
to target something
They will
first.
stand
I do
together
not
until
have a
Stormwind
target.
has fallen.
I require
And then we head to the brain, destroy the brain, and we
The Black Rock clan will
leave the portal. There we go, and then we're gonna kill him. We should be done. Will the mount drop? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it will not drop. But then we still have 2 more areas to go to obtain maybe a mount. Alright, in 3, 2, 1. Was for a moment thinking I was getting it. I actually were thinking that I was getting it. But it's a no. I don't get it. It is what it is. Next time better. Let's go outside this place. Let's see if is it teleporter out? Yeah, there is. Then we need to check. We need to go to the Icecrown and then go to Marshal Ivalius over there, and then see if if he has a quest. I think we better go to the Eye first, which is Melagos. Because then we can check one more round of Loco no Hack. So I'm gonna put myself to Beast Mastery again just in case for that. Let's dismiss our companion pet just in case. Let's fly to this target. Right there. Beautiful music of Ulduar or the Stormpeaks. Really beautiful place as well, as you can see. Did you know this mountain, the Storm Temple, or the Temple of Storm, I call it the Storm Temple. The Temple of Storm is almost the height of the Icecrown Citadel. Because you can see, I think that's the Icecrown Citadel. Just going straight up. Or is a building next to it, but I think that's Icecrown Citadel, but if you look in the difference, it might be the same height. So I'm gonna look at it. It's just very small longer, so I think from the top here until maybe the bottom here, like this height added to this will be the same height as the Icecrown Citadel, I think. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think. Let's check if the guy got the quest for us. Right, let's dive down. I'm not gonna mount up for that. We're not gonna die anyway. I hope, unless we crash, then we probably die. In 3, 2, 1. And drop us down. Fly up. Check if this guy got a quest for us. Is it him or is it somewhere further? There is a quest.
What can I do for you?
Describer. Ah, see, there is a quest. Well, that's gonna be a quest for tomorrow. Not for today. Let's quickly gonna check for the companion pet again. I think tomorrow we're gonna probably do at least like 2 or 3 of the final goal. I think that was the quest that we missed. So it's good that we went that way. Let's remove the waypoint if I can do that. Remove all the waypoints, yes. So that's the missing quest. Still miss a lot of quests, but I think that quest needed to be done in order to unlock quite a lot of other quests. Alright, let's give this rare little round again. So we're going from this section to there. Then we fly straight to the other side, all around, and then we go down to the eye. Do we own Winter Grasp? No, it's Horde controlled. I really love the music in Winter Grasp, it's so peaceful. I can just AFK there all day long, and so much peace in there. Alright. I think there is my first location close to the tree. Is it? I think it's even further. If that hunter is still sitting there, then I don't know. I think he's still waiting there. No, he's gone. Alright, let's go to the left here, right, and then go all the way to the bottom right, follow the path, and then we go to the eye. I want to harvest it, but it's no point to me to harvest it now. I mean, I got 186k gold. I got still plenty of gold, so it doesn't affect me for now. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances to find Loku Nahak. A companion pet I'm most likely not gonna use for quite some time. Because I am not a beastmaster on this hunter. Maybe on the maximum level I will use it, but... And probably also without stealth modes, because I don't really like have my companions in stealth mode. It's like... I think they have to have an option to choose it in the beginning, like to toggle it over on, because if you want to turn it off, it needs to attack something first in order to remove the stealthness, which is quite annoying, but I know it's part of the game, but it is quite annoying. We also almost leveled up. We only need about 40 experience, I think. No. We need... Wait, 40, that makes it 440 we need. And then we level up to level 75. Alright, there's 2 more spots, and we're heading then to the eye in Borean Tundra. To kill Malygos on heroic or 25 mode. I don't think there's a heroic mode for that, but we're gonna find out in a moment. It's not located here, so there's a final chance of the location being here. And he's not there, of course. Let's go to Malygos. Remember, tomorrow I will be continuing in the Icecrown area. We only have about 5 more stories to go. And we obtained the quest that we probably needed for the remaining ones. And if that still struggles, then we might have to do other areas first. But we're gonna check that on a later stage. For now, we're just gonna focus on this and hopefully obtain the mounts. And the mount we are missing is... Let's go to the Eye of Eternity. We missed the Azure Dragon. We already got that as well, but the Azure Dragon we miss. We're gonna do it on 25 men, because 25 men does tend to have a higher drop chance. Since we cannot do heroic, we're just gonna do it on normal. Alright, let's activate the
I am
boss.
out of range.
My patience has reached its limit. I will be rid of you.
Consider that done.
I had hoped to end your lives quickly, but you
I wish you could get him.
than I anticipated.
I wish they would grant like mounts that look like them. It's like when you go into I think it's Wallows of Draenor. No, it's not Wallows of Draenor, it's Cataclysm. Is it Cataclysm? No. Mist of Pandaria. So when you go to Mist of Pandaria, you got Siege of Orgrimmar, then you got Galacras. Galacras. I think you can get the mount from the achievement or something. And it's exactly the same model. And it's the same for certain other things. So I wish they allowed to have the same model stuff on the mouse.
I do not have a target.
I did obtain an achievement. Yeah?
Get a pizza?
Yeah.
I need to target something first.
If you intend to reclaim Azeroth's magic, then you shall have it. Now your benefactors make their appearance.
Alright. So I wish to have ever this guy as a mount. It will be really cool.
Times over. What do you think they will do to you?
Alright. This was the final boss.
Destroy everything. My sister. What have
Let's
you
loot the heart. Hopefully we get the mount. We probably don't, but as you can see, we don't.
Did what I had to, brother.
Anyway,
You gave me
thank you for watching, and this was my stream for today. Tonight I'm gonna play some The Division, The Tower with my neighbor, and I'll be back tomorrow for the continuing of the Icecrown area. Alright, I'll see you when I see you, so adios for now. Ciao.